saying like, okay, the value of the token might go up to like whatever amount, but then as soon as you sell the tokens again, they're going to crash down in value again. Does that make sense? So it just allows people who want to sell the tokens to sell them for more money or to liquidate them or whatever, right? So the point is that it supports everybody instead of just one person. But the bottom line is that we want the more money that goes in the tokens, the better, because then that creates more value for everybody. But it doesn't stabilize the token. It doesn't actually complete the work of the token. The actual work of the token is to get the public supporting the token, not ourselves. Because then when the public's supporting the token actually stabilizes, and then you have a much larger liquidity and a much more functional, long-term, stable value.
But Jay,
Okay.
apart
I
from this,
continue.
apart from this 3,000, we have our tokens. Our tokens are supposed to be sent in our wallet. So what happened to those ones?
Yeah, you still get all your tokens, but the tokens that are sent to your wallet will only be worth 10 cents or TTML. And so by putting $3,000 into TTML and TF6M and OPZV and all that, instead of being worth 10 cents, those tokens are going to be worth 20 cents or 30 cents or 40 cents or more, right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So the value of the tokens that you get will be higher because you put value into the tokens themselves.
What is the difference between token and back pay?
Back pay just is upfront pay. So back pay is turning your tokens or your equity value into upfront pay, and then when the upfront pay gets paid, it goes directly to your bank account.
Because I saw it somewhere on the calculation that you are doing. I have, I don't know, 2 ml 0 to what, something that I don't understand. It's just much confusing to me. Anyway, I don't understand. Let's just
Okay, but it's
go
not really
on.
the topic right now. The topic right now is not understanding how all tokens work. Like, eventually you should all understand how the tokens work. It's really, tokens overall are complicated, but it's not that complicated, right? The bottom line is that if we never do the work for the tokens, no one's ever going to understand it because it's never going to be functional. We have to actually do the work to make the tokens valuable and to make people understand them. So until the tokens are actually
So Jay, what is, can, if somebody have a token, can I just sell it, like do some exchange with somebody else, or it is only within FQN?
Yes, you can exchange your tokens. Again, all of these questions are not applicable to the topic.
Okay.
So if you want to see how to exchange your tokens, you can exchange your tokens right now. If you have tokens, you can go on to QuickSwap and you can swap your tokens into Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, or US dollar tether, whatever you want to swap your tokens into, you can already do that.
Yeah, but it's not 1:1. It's very low.
Yeah, they're just very low value because it's only like 5-10 cents value. So if we put $3,000 into the tokens, they will be much more valuable.
Hey, why don't you put my all back pay that I have almost 7,000 so I can sell? I don't care even if it is low, as long as I get money.
Okay, so I'm just gonna leave if you guys are just not gonna take this seriously and actually focus on the topic and vote on the
Okay.
proposals.
I
Because we're
think
discussing.
we are focusing on the topic. We are to understand
Yeah,
token.
you just said
We
that
do
you
not
want
understand token.
$7,000. If you want to propose
Don't
getting
leave because
$7,000,
of that
we can
question.
add that to the freaking budget. We can go backwards like 2 months. It's fine.
That's not what she said, Jay.
Okay, what did she say? I heard that she wanted $7,000.
No, she said. She's saying the same thing I just said. That according we did the calculation of the token, and she said she's having $7,000. She said, why don't you send it to her wallet so that she can sell it? That's what she said. It's the
You mean
same
just to
question
do
I
the work?
asked.
You're saying to do the work, to do the token payroll. Is that what you're saying? Is doing the token payrolls?
The work was done. We just need to schedule and run it, send it to the wallets.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna be
So
doing the token
that's
payrolls.
what she's asking. That is it possible for that her token to be sent to her wallet?
Yes, of course. That's what
Yeah.
we are going to be doing, but that's not what I heard. I heard something very different.
No, you choose to hear something different.
Okay, well, let's let Lucy explain herself again.
Yeah,
Because
it's true.
Lucy,
It's true.
are you saying you just want your tokens, or do you want $7,000 to
No,
sell the
I did
tokens?
not say I want $7,000. I
Okay.
said I have 7,000 back pay. Why don't you send it to my wallet so that I can sell no matter how low it is, as long as I'm getting something? I have a problem.
Yeah, we can already do that. It's just called doing the work, aka scheduling for the payroll. That's all it is.
Mhm.
So Ate was right. I was wrong. So yes, that's just your tokens. It's nothing special at all.
Yeah.
But again, that's not the topic. The topic right now is how far back do we want to go?
Let's just go on here.
And vote. Let's
Then
just vote.
finish.
We
Yeah.
voted or
Let's
Just vote,
just vote.
finish these things and get it done.
Yes, I mean this we've literally been spending an hour on just this one simple question, 7 months
Yeah.
or 1 year. And it's just like we need to check out now. Like I can't spend another hour on something that should literally take 5 minutes.
I think we already voted, so we can move forward.
Okay, so Uma didn't vote. Joyce voted a 3. Lucy is a 6. Tay is a 4. So this does not pass. Does not pass. Okay. So then we have Joyce 8.5, Lucy 8, Tay 8, Jay 8.5 passes. I can go. So this is 5 passes. All right. Thank goodness graciousness. So any other questions? So basically, we're just going to give another week or so for the final payment. We can discuss it more on Thursday and or next week, which means that we can get focused on UMCUS and or for the budget.
Yes.
So any other questions on the final payment, which will include all the tokens, of course, or at least the tokens that we've calculated and done the work for. We have not done any of the bonus token calculations.
God. No question, Jay. I think we should go to the next topic.
Awesome.
Cast.
All right. So do we want to do a general UMCUS or do you want to get into the methodology and the worker terms?
Let's do the one that will work very well, Jay.
The what?
Let's do, which one do you think we should focus on?
I think that the most important thing of UMCUS is the methodology and the worker terms involvement. I think there is nothing more important.
If that is the one, let's go.
All right. So topic 3 will be methodology and worker.
methodology.
So the design be getting agreement on existing methods and terms. So I think the way to think about this is that we're having in relationship to the budget, we're having a significant discussion on changing our policies. But it's very important to have agreement on our current policies so that when we choose to change the policies, we know exactly what we're changing. Okay?
Okay, do you have any objection?
To the topic? No.
Okay, I'm doing the tab. Topic 3 here.
Do we
Yeah.
want to take a break before going into the topic, or should we just do another 20 minutes and then do break at the bottom?
Yeah,
How
we can.
many?
Let's continue. We can do the break at the bottom. Or
That long break? Bottom of the hour?
I don't know.
Okay, let's just go into topic 3 and then we'll take a break at the bottom of the hour. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so the first proposal is the methodology. The proposal I've re-voted and approved the entire FQN methodology proposal. So this one is the closest to passing, which is good.
Approve the entire
So we could go through questions and
methodology.
so then the second proposal is regarding the new terms. So the new terms are in reference to the problems, the miscommunication that happened with the team. And so the idea is that even though all of our policies are included in our methodology, we would create a new worker terms of involvement that would detail all of the policies related to the most important things the workers need to know. So are there questions or what's going on? Or where are we at? Can anyone even hear me?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm reading
looking
the
at that.
proposal.
Yeah, me too. I'm reading that
Do you what is heterary? Heterary.
What is what?
Heterary. Holographic heterary
Hierarchy? Probably it's a hierarchy.
hierarchy.
Yeah, so hierarchy is like structure, right? Where you have
Yeah.
top up, top down, bottom up, middle out.
Hierarchy. Multi-strategy.
But anyways, the unity methodology is what we've always gone by. We always have the methodology, which includes all of our policies and proposals and
Yeah,
changes and
policies.
evolutions and everything that we do as an organization. So there certainly isn't anything new, but obviously we've had a lot of contention about our policies. So then the proposal here for line 28 is to create a new set of terms for the workers to make it very, very clear exactly what workers are getting into.
Okay. Hi.
So are there any questions? Are there any anything else that people want to go over?
Policies.
Anyways, I'll add the last one, which is the actual terms, which is line 52.
Change for everyone for continue. So where are the is there a one place where we can see all these? Uh, is it in the decision, Jay? The decisions?
To see all of what?
Where to see all this one policy agreement and everything? And is it in the decisions?
All the changes to our policies would be in the decisions. Yes, that's correct. But what?
Okay.
So, Tay, you're voting yes on this?
Yeah.
On the methodology, okay. And then Lucy, you've also voting yes, so we're voting for Joyce on that one. So then what about the creating the new worker terms of involvement?
I have revoted.
I also voted on that.
Where to vote? That form? The form?
So you're voting on line 21 and you're voting on line 46.
Voted.
It's like
7.
to have an additional work
And then where?
along with the
We voted and approved and terms, right? Preacher.
perfectly clear any enterprise would terms or
Workers' energy curtailment policies are attributed to them.
Jay, when you say workers are not required to know policies in order to agree to them,
These
I don't
workers.
understand. How can you agree to something you don't know?
Well, for example, like I could spend 100 years trying to explain to Lucy what a token is and how all our token systems work. And if she still never understands, it doesn't mean our tokens are invalid. It just means she doesn't understand how tokens work. Right? And it's perfectly fine. She still has to abide by all of our policies and all of our regulations and all of our token systems, even if she doesn't understand them.
Ask questions, learn policies.
Right? It's the same thing that exists within every single organization. Every time you get on YouTube, every time you get into any platform, Facebook, anything, you're agreeing to thousands of pages of legal mumbo jumbo, and you do not need to understand what they mean in order to use the platform.
Yeah. Most of the time you just click, you don't even know what it's been talking about.
Exactly.
Okay. I'll be with the 7.
They said it's like the wife who don't understand. Just saying yes to the wife.
This one on line 58J. Yes, no workers are required to attend the session, but they should also communicate. That's exactly what happened because we'll assume maybe someone will come, maybe I will assume maybe Ate is joining, maybe she's not. Maybe
Someone's supposed to do responses and reminders. Responses are where we send out a message to everybody to tell us whether or not they're showing up for the session. If people refuse to do responses, they should be automatically inactivated, deactivated, and then removed from the budget. Right? So doing your responses and scheduling for the main sessions is required under our policies. But again, it's been many months since anyone actually prioritized responses.
I think for this proposal, line 52 should put somewhere with the details that which will remind us. This is something like questionnaire, so we can put it on our pops. So at least every
Which
time,
line? Which line?
especially the last proposal that on 52, because it has all the details. If we can put on something like maybe on our pops, so that it will remind us which policy are required, what have I done. I think it will be good. If we vote like this, just go to Discord. Sometime we forget about it. I can vote. This is okay. No, Jay, what happened? This one has a block.
I don't know. I mean, Alex would have to explain his block and all that, but I think this actually passes without Alex, so I'm not super worried about Alex. He's not particularly involved or anything. But if he
Okay.
wants to come to a session and have and review it and get understanding about it, we can address it. But if he doesn't want to be involved and he doesn't want to be a worker, then his vote is basically not applicable anyways, right?
Okay.
And Alex had this like weird thing where somehow he thought that like what was it? It was something like that. Okay, his budget was like $200 or something a month, right? For 10 hours a week. So it's like, okay, we all agreed on your budget for $200 a month for 10 hours a week. But then he had this idea that if I worked 20 hours a week, I would get paid $400. If I worked 30 hours in a week, I would get paid $600, right? So that's where everything went bad with Alex. Is somehow he thought that that even though he agreed on $200 a month, that we had to pay him 600 or 700 or $1,000 a month because he worked more than the hours that he was budgeted, which obviously defeats the entire purpose of a budget, right? So,
Yeah.
anyways, that's his main issue. From my understanding, is that basically he felt like he should have been paid way more money because even though he agreed to $200 a month, he actually wanted like $1,000 a month or something. I don't know. I didn't really understand it.
Jay, for this proposal on 952,
Yeah.
so on line 54, are we saying that we are going to go back to all the pay stubs?
No, line 54 is line 50.
Agreeing to all past policies, including pay stubs from before February 24th.
Yeah, pay stops existed from February 24th, right? So then after February 24th, there are no pay stop deadlines. After February 24th, there's no pay stop deadlines. Unless we decided to change that. But as of this time, we have not. So, but everything from before February 24th, we had pay stops, and that is the policy.
Mm-hmm. The pay stubs continue until the day we voted to remove it.
Which was February 24th.
Yeah. So anything before February 24th, they should be based off. Yes, I agree with that.
Yes. All right, so it's definitely time to take a break. Maybe everyone can finish reading through this and voting, and then we come back in 5 minutes. That sound good? It's just a Tay and
Yes,
Joyce and you
yes,
vote on the
Jay.
last one, and then we can see where we go from here. 5 minute break.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm back.
Any luck with Joyce?
I don't know, Joyce. Still on break. Joyce, are you there? I think you're the only one not yet voted on the last proposal.
I'm back.
Okay.
Jay,
Yeah.
I have a question on 966.
66. Okay.
So workers get 1.5 per work assignment per week on specific work if you choose not to work. No, there's something I saw. No, I think it should be 967 for all additional hours work. Um, where it says it goes into equity. I don't understand.
So under our policies, if you work 1.5 hours per week for assigned responsibility, if you choose to work 10 hours on something per
Mm-hmm.
week, you're assigned to work on it 1.5 hours, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So the additional, 8.5 hours goes into your equity value.
Yeah, but where you said as that were just communications, not priority work, that's like main sessions, I think, right?
Exactly. Yes, that's been the biggest problem. We spend so much time on main sessions, and we are
So
not
meaning so meaning
doing the client work.
a main session as will not be upfront.
1.5 hours per week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But all of this can
it's just
change.
as before. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this proposal, is to get agreement on our existing policies, and then we're going to discuss changing the policies. That makes sense?
Yes, Jay.
Yeah, but we can do that like tomorrow or the next day, because I need to get going here. But let's hear from Joyce. Did Joyce come back?
Yeah, we really need to
Yeah,
work
yeah, I
on so
voted
many.
7 already. I voted 7.
We need to
All right.
work on so many of these policies.
Yes, we will be reviewing lots of these policies for sure. All right, so are we ready to move forward? So I think I'm ready to check out and wrap up and check out.
So is
And
this
it's
all
just that,
about the cost discussion?
yeah, this is all part of UMCUS, exactly.
I thought cost was agreeing on the amount.
The expectation. So the expectation of the client in UMCUS is that we are following the terms and have agreement on the terms of involvement, because that was one of the biggest issues, was the miscommunication about what everyone's agreeing to, right? So that was the first thing that needs to be addressed moving forward, is that everybody has clarity on exactly what they're agreeing to in relationship to the worker terms of involvement. Does that make sense?
That's true.
But yes, there's lots of changes that need to be made, and then we can discuss those now for the budget moving forward. But this is kind of like a starting point to get, because we don't even have agreement on what the policies were or are now. It's very hard to discuss how to change. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, for example, Alex blocking it, it's like, what is he blocking? Like, he's saying that these aren't the policies. Like, it would not make, he would need to have justification and proof of where and how and why there are some other policies that exist that are not included here. And so we can do that with Alex. It's perfectly fine. Okay. But anyways, I need to get going. So I'm down to schedule and continue tomorrow, or we can wait till Wednesday or Thursday.
No, we
Or
can
whatever.
continue tomorrow. Continue the main session tomorrow, or we should work on payroll tomorrow.
Yeah, either way, it's fine with me. I just need to check out for now. And overall, we have another week. We passed the proposal. We're going to need to do the voting form for finalizing our budget, and so we'll see how people vote. And obviously, we can put some other budgets, like a budget option that includes Sandra and other people. So we have all the different budget options and see what happens with that. Okay. So I think we're looking good. So are we ready to check out?
Yeah. So are you available tomorrow, Hydra Three?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can do Andromeda as well. But as far as I'm concerned, under our agreements today, if we can get option 5 agreed to, everyone can start getting paid and get reimbursements starting full moon, which is today. Okay.
Okay, Jay.
So I don't know if that's for this session or not. I would assume yes. So you can start tracking hours for this session, but realistically, it would be for whatever the full moon is. I'm not sure exactly when the full moon is. Let me double check. See if it already passed. Full moon. It says the full moon is tomorrow. Okay. So I would say we send out the voting form. We get approval on the voting form. All we really need is that we need whatever budget option gets the most support to pass at the main session tomorrow or Wednesday, and then that would finalize the full moon starting time for the new budget. Okay?
Yeah. Do you have main
Pending
session tomorrow?
No, it should be on Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday. Let's do it Wednesday. We have everybody a full day to vote, and then
Yeah.
do that. So tomorrow we can finalize the voting form if I don't do it tonight, or if no one does it today. Okay?
If there were the other options, I would have done the voting form, but I don't know how to do the other options. Or I do just with the option that is here, option 1 and option 5.
Yeah, I mean, I can help do some of the options, or we can do it like Hydra hour 3 tomorrow, or whatever. I'll work on getting it started.
Okay, we can do it. Yeah, we can do it tomorrow, Hydra.
Awesome. All right. Can we check out now?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. All right, I'll start. I would give this session a 7. Oh no, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 because we missed a lot of breaks and not following a lot of policies. But overall, I would say it was a good session. We achieved everything we set out to do. Our goal was to get agreement on a budget, to do a retroactive budget proposal, and now we can do our voting form. And hopefully, over the next 2 days, we can get agreement and finalization on the budget. And now we really need to get focused on UMCUS. I feel like the fact that everybody agrees to the current policies is huge. I think that's a really big, good, successful outcome with that. which allows us to move forward and start discussing changes to the policies and how we want to move forward. So I am actually quite optimistic that we could have the budget finalized and UMCUS finalized by the end of the week, but certainly within 2 weeks, before the end of the month. And then also we could easily have the final payment agreement within the week. So hopefully next week we can move forward with everything, which would be amazing. Check. But to do that, we do have to have a couple more main sessions. So there is a few more main sessions that are going to have to be done. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 main sessions. Hopefully we can get through most of it then. Check.
I'll go next. I'll give the session a 7.29. It was a very good session. At least we didn't pick on each other. I'm very happy that we are like a step forward. We are making some progress. I'll be working on the payroll and the voting forms and the budget proposals. And I'm very excited for us to start the new team and start doing the client work. Check.
Okay, I'll go. I'll give the session 6.5. It was a good session. I would like to check on with Jay tomorrow to work on taxes. I think we are behind. If we can try to see on a non-profit 6-month extension for IRS, if we are available, I would like to schedule with you tomorrow, Andromeda or Sonic. Looking forward for rebuilding FQN and continue on move as a team. Check.
Okay, kindly write for me, please.
Okay.
I rate the session 6.7, and overall it was good session, and we accomplished many things. We agreed on many things and voted quite many proposals. And yeah, tomorrow looking forward for the payroll work and to continue the payroll work and more client works, client work. Check. Okay. Jay left.
Yeah. Okay, guys.